today. It is a good day today, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by as usual. Today we're going to be talking about something that a lot of people, if not everybody, can relate to, and that, as you can probably already tell from the title, is friendships. So I want to start off by asking, what do you guys think about burning bridges? What do you think about friendships having an expiry date? I would like to know. Because in this video, obviously, I'm going to be saying what I think and what my perspective is on the entire issue. So yeah, stay tuned. So for me, first off, I feel like to experience true friendship is one of the greatest things that can ever happen to someone. But in the same light, I cannot sit here and tell you that I haven't lost friendships along the way throughout my 28 odd years on earth. That would just not be true. I'm sure some of you might even be aware of people that have dropped out of my life along the way, and it will be very obvious for someone like me, because if I'm able to call someone at any one point a friend, right, I hold them so dear. We are entirely inseparable. Like, you see me, you see them, you see them, you see me. That type of friendship, that is what I rock with. I have to say though, as you grow and as you mature, you start to create your own, or start understanding your own identity outside of your friendship groups, and that is like a necessary step, I feel, for every human being as you grow. Now, I've never been the one to have a lot of friends, okay? Growing up, I just never was one of those girls that, you know, you'd see me in a whole group of friends and we had friends. No, I was not that girl. So in this video, I would like to obviously point to how a friendship can serve you as an individual. First of all, a friend is going to support you. They're going to support you every step of the way, right? They're going to have your back just as you have theirs. Whether you're going through a rough patch or a big win, they're going to be there to support you. They're there to give you advice, to listen to you, to cheer you on. That is a friend. Second of all is someone that you can hang out with, right? Someone that you can just chill with, you can have fun with them. A real friend will understand you like no one else does. They just get you. So another way that I feel that a friendship can serve you is that they make you feel good. So this one is a tricky one for me, especially because I'm the kind of person where in my past I've had instances where friends, they want to do this part too much. They want to do this part too much, and it started becoming detrimental to my like self progression. So of course that couldn't flourish. However, being able to hang out with people that, you know, can boost your mood and make you feel happy is a good thing, 100%. As long as they're not blindly going along with the highs of the relationship and failing to, you know, see some of the red flags that you might have and are choosing not to call you out on it. This is how I choose my best of friends. My best of friends, all of them, each and every one of them, they're not many, but each and every one of them can call me out on my bullshit, and that is like one of my favorite things about them. Because like I said, I'm not perfect. I need someone to tell me when I'm not, like, tell me what they can see when I'm not quite seeing it. Okay, I don't know what has happened. My camera just started being funny. So sorry about the technical issues, but I might have moved a bit, but that's the reason. Just full transparency here. I was talking about, friendship that serve you by making you feel good, and the dangers of that. Just to be aware that, you know, you don't want a friend that's just going to be a yes man. I hate yes man friends. Oh, should we do a yes? Oh, what do you think about this? Yes. Oh, what is a yes? It's like, why? True friends aren't afraid to tell you the truth, even if they know that that's not what you want to hear. So of course, if you are ever in that position where you need to be brutally honest, it doesn't need to be so brutal. You can tell them stuff with love. You can say it kindly, you can say it gently, and I don't think you would be in the wrong for ever keeping it real. So while it is true that friendships can expire, it is a treasure to have if you have found it. If you have found true friendship, just hold on to that friend, because there's nothing like true friendship. However, I have to say also, it's not a crime to grow out of someone. It's not enough to say, I've been friends with them for donkey years and they're showing you all these toxic behaviors and you want to hold on, and they're betraying you every moment. You want to hold on. See, let me tell you, I have one of my first videos on here was talking about forgiveness, and I'm big on that, of course. You should never hold a grudge against someone. If you haven't seen that video, you should go check it out, because obviously I elaborate on there. You shouldn't have to feel like people are supposed to be in your life forever, okay? Some people are in your life for seasons. It just makes me remember one of the plays where Medea was talking about, like, I think she was trying to explain relationships in the form of a tree. So it starts off by saying something like, you know, you have people in your life that are like your roots, like the roots are to a tree. And what do roots do? They anchor you to the ground, right? They keep you steadfast. They anchor you to the ground. And just just like in the tree, they would provide nutrients, they would provide water, hydration, all that good stuff. And this constant liaison between the roots and the tree, it's like it builds a trust and it deepens the connection. And roots, they run deep and they are trustworthy. And then we have the branches, right? So these people, they would symbolize the expansion of who you are. As the connection deepens, you begin to, look out for new experiences and opportunities that you can take together. But you also have to be mindful because branches are not roots. Branches are flimsy. Branches are, if it's windy, Attila is gone. Branches are not roots, and it should not be expected to do or to manifest itself in the way that a root does. And then thirdly, we have the leaves. Obviously, we all know that leaves are seasonal. However, as you probably can already tell, leaves, they lack resilience in the face of adversity. Just like I said with the branches, but then the branches are not even as bad as the leaves, because small wind like this and the leaves might be gone. It would have to take a lot more wind to get rid of a branch, right? We're talking like tornado type stuff now. This, I guess, to me symbolizes just those friendships that, they may struggle to bounce back after like setbacks and after challenges, or maybe you fall out. And just as leaves change with the seasons, relationships and friendships, they evolve over time. And that is absolutely fine. It's like circle of life. It's perfectly okay to adapt to new circumstances and experiences when like your present situation is not only not serving you, because then that would be a bit selfish, but then when it's becoming detrimental to your health and your well-being, especially your mental health. Big craze, I get out of there. So I think there's also the fruit. So the fruit is quite an interesting one as well. I interpreted this to be like when a friendship is able to evolve out of an already existing strong friendship. So friends can become friends of friends, and everybody still keeps it real with each other. Everybody is still able to serve each other in the way that a friendship should serve one another. They symbolize like the mutual investments of time and energy, care, I guess, just care that's been placed on a relationship. And then lastly, there was something about shade. Not that kind of shade, girl, no. So the shades, they is as tricky. They're all tricky. I feel like if you're not a root, it's already a problem. But that should not be your the takeaway from this message. Absolutely not. The takeaway from this message should be that people could come in your life for seasons, and that is perfectly okay. If they're able to serve their time and their season in your life, you shouldn't try to hold them back any longer than they need to be there, than they were scheduled to be there, and that's not to say to just let go of your friendships very easily. You have to fight for what you care for, right? So if you feel like this is something this is a friend that you care for, you have to fight for it, right? At the end of the day, what makes it work is if it is mutual, because we're human beings. There's no perfect love. Perfect love only comes from God. So as human beings, there's no perfect love, and you have to be both invested and mutually trying to mend the relationship, right? If there's one party that's lacking, it's always going to be harder, because eventually it's going to start looking one-sided, and it's not gonna end very well. So that was it. I don't know if I ever really explained it properly, but that was my understanding of the play, and when Medea was talking about all these things. And it is true, it rings true. I'm pretty sure I've heard it from other people outside of Medea. If you are able to, figure out what type of friendship group you are in, or what part of a tree this friend symbolizes to you, I feel like it would help. But just knowing that anyone can fit in at any point or at any place, you shouldn't have to hold on to things or relationships or friendships that are not healthy, that are being toxic to you. There's definitely more that I could say on this topic, but I think I'm going to end it here for now. Obviously friendship is a big thing, so I would like to know what you think. What are your thoughts on friendships having an expiry date? I kind of said my point, but I'm also, I'm a bit in the balance. I have lost friendships, and it was for good reason, in my opinion. I have tried to over time reconcile, and that didn't work out too well, and I took it as my that's it, you know what I'm saying? Because, and I guess for me, that's just my nature. I don't want to be held out or, on someone, against someone. There's no point, there's no need. We can keep it civil and whatnot, but you try, and if it works out, good. If it doesn't, good. It is what it is. I think the most important thing is, as long as you've been able to establish the people who are your roots, keep them close, and keep being even yourself as an individual. Keep trying your best to be the best self and the best friend that you can be to people who you would consider as your roots. So yeah, that would be all for me today. As I always say, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, like this video, share, and yeah, don't forget to comment. Let me know what you think about the topic. Send me a message, of course. As you know, my messages are open and I'm available. So yeah, I'd love to speak to you guys soon. Take care and thank you for watching. Mwah! Ciao.